So in this video, I'm going to share with you at least 6 tips. If you are following these 6 tips in maintaining your motorcycle, if it actually has a problem, you are following these 6 tips, I believe your motorcycle, you will use it more than 2 years, more than 4 years, more than 5 years. People will still ask you, is this not the motorcycle you bought 5 years ago? But whereas it is because you are doing the right thing for the motorcycle. Now, as the Nigerians, everybody has the dream to buy a luxury cars and also have a motorcycle, but not everyone can afford to buy a car nowadays. But let me say, if you are having a motorcycle, because this video, it is specifically for those people who has a motorcycle in Nigeria. Now you have to know how to maintain your motorcycle so that you can use it for a longer period of time, because it is not advisable when you buy a motorcycle and in the space of 2 years people will ask, where is the motorcycle you bought some times ago? You can't even show it to people. It shows that you did not maintain it properly. Now, the first thing I want you to do is always ensure you are putting the right engine oil into the engine. Yes, put in new engine oil. At least 1 liter is okay for a motorcycle engine. There is a measurement for it, at least 20 to 50 winter. I think it is enough for a motorcycle engine. Some people will put more than 1 liter, but I'm telling you, the right measurement for an engine, for a motorcycle engine, is 1 liter. So it is very, very advisable to note this. Always put in the right engine oil into the engine, and always know the kind of engine oil you are going to be using, because there are a lot of products out there right now. The likes of Amasco, the likes of AZ, so many engine oil out there, but just ensure you pick the right model, the right right engine oil for your engine, and continue to use that certain type of engine for your motorcycle engine. I think that one will ensure that the power of the engine continue to progress. Now, another thing is fuel filter. This fuel filter, people usually neglect this because they believe that once your motorcycle has a fuel filter, you can use it for more than 1 year, for more than 2 years. I think this is a bad idea. People don't even think that fuel filter is very, very important. When there is a gas in the fuel tank, there is a fuel rail, that is the fuel pipe. This fuel filter is in between the fuel rail, that is the fuel pipe. So I think it is advisable for you to always change it, let me say every one month, because this fuel tap, its function is to hold any dirty that is coming out from the tank that is going into the carburetor directly. So it is very, very important for you to always change it at least 1 month. It's okay if you change it, the performance of your motorcycle will continue to be at the maximum. So it is very, very important. Now, another things I want to share with you is the carburetor settings. Many people believe that they can do the carburetor settings on their own. Once they see a motorcycle mechanic doing some kind of adjustment on their carburetor, they continue to look at it. They believe that, yes, the way he set it, me too, I can do the same thing. But whereas there is a certain kind of techniques, some certain kind of knowledge in between this. So if you actually want your motorcycle carburetor to last longer, I think it is very, very advisable for you to give it to a motorcycle expert, people who knows how to repair the motorcycles, the mechanic. So they put in the right measurements so that the condition of the engine will be okay. It is very, very important for you to get the right settings for the carburetor. So another thing I actually want to share with you is the valve settings. It is very, very important. Valve is very, very essential for a motorcycle, most especially the Bajaj, the Honda CG125, all this kind of motorcycle. These are for combustion engine. So when the valve is well set, because if the valve is losing, the engine power will reduce. And also, if the valve is tightened so much, the engine power will also weak, because your engine will not function well. Even though if you start it, it will have some kind of low compression. So it is very, very important for you to get the valve settings correctly. So I think advisable is to also give it to people who knows how to repair a motorcycle. So I think these are the tips I'm going to share with you. Now, this one is very, very common among motorcycle riders. You see some people, as far as your motorcycle is okay, new motorcycle, people will start the motorcycle, throttle it, put it in a high gear, also hold a brake and continue to fire. You see, this actually cause an excessive heat to the engine. When you continue to throttle the machine and you are not on the acceleration, you are not on the highway, why will you continue to throttle your motorcycle, hold the brake, continue to firing? You know, this actually cause overheating to the engine, and this also wear the engine part. So it is very, very important. The only time you are advisable to fire the motorcycle is when you are on the highway. When you continue to move, you are on the motion, you can fire your motorcycle at any range, but not when you are on the idle position, when you are standing. So it is very, very advisable to ensure you are not overheating your engine. And this last tips, I think, is very, very important because, you know, when you experience an unwanted sound on your engine, when you experience a sound that, you know, you have not heard this kind of sound before from your engine, I think the best thing is for you to seek for a mechanic that can actually diagnose the certain part of the area where the noise is coming out. Yes, because most especially when the valve is not properly set, I think this can actually cause noise. Most especially this noise is so much excessive. So it's very, very important for you to listen to any kind of strange noise. If you see any kind of strange noise, just make sure you report it to your mechanic, and he will do the right thing, you know, diagnose the machine and know where this noise is coming out from. So I think these are some of the certain tips that if you are following this, I believe your motorcycle will last for a longer period of time. Excessive noise is very, very important. Always listen to the sound of your motorcycle. If the sound change, if it suddenly change, I think the best thing is for you to seek for a repair for the motorcycle. So you visit your mechanic and he will dictate where the sound is coming out from. I believe if you are following these 6 tips, is very, very important. Your motorcycle will last longer. People will continue to ask you, this motorcycle, it seems it is made for you, and you are doing the right thing for the job.